From complaints about the increment in prices of foodstuff to hike in transport fares, the Ghanaian economy has deteriorated to a level where almost all goods have seen an increase in prices within the past 4 months. The hike in petroleum products at the pumps seemed to top the list of products whose increment are of major concern to Ghanaians. With the Citi depreciating to the dollar by over 40% since January this year, the prices at the pumps have witnessed an increment of a litre of petrol from 6.5 cedis to between 13 cedis and 17 cedis by October 30. The volatility of the forex has forced some oil marketing companies to review prices outside the stipulated windows for review. Many have concluded that the high cost of living is a resultant effect of the hike in fuel prices.
We know the price of fuel is driving the high cost of prices of items through high transport costs in the country. So if you are able to control fuel prices, you may be able to control the prices of so many items in the economy.
It is therefore not surprising that President Akufo-Addo, in his address to the nation, assured of efforts to get cheaper sources of petroleum products to help alleviate the plight of Ghanaians. But how possible is it? I've been speaking to the Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors who purchase the products at the international market on what options are available.
If government decide to subsidize or any swap, we should know that government will be giving something in return for that. And you go through history, and in the past, government is either subsidizing or is a transaction in the form of a barter that, irrespective of what the taxpayer will be asked, either now or in the future, to cushion. It happened in 2014, 2015 when the then government decided to ask GMPC to step in.
This, however, appears not to be a one-stop solution to the hikes.
So we need to balance and be realistic in terms of our expectations about how low petroleum price can go. And so sometimes you wonder when we're making politics of petroleum prices use. Sometimes these are commodities that we actually don't control. Of the international prices, we can't control that, but what maybe we have a bit of control over is how well you are able to manage your currency, since the exchange rate is a key component in what goes into the pricing that you get at the pumps.
The depreciation of the cedi has also been tagged as a major contributor to the woes of Ghanaians. The president assured of efforts by the central bank to ensure adequate supply of dollars. As part of this, the Bank of Ghana is supposed to clamp down on black market operators. However, the Ghana Union of Traders is not happy with the government. The group, which was forced to close their shops because of the depreciating cedi, says the president did not touch on the relevant intervention to help their members.
What we think, especially Guta think the president should have touched on, and we are a little bit, disappointed, had to do with the pegging of the rates at the ports for purposes of duties, because this escalation of prices that we have, recently seen, has also to do with the review of the exchange rate at the ports.
The president, in his address, admonished traders not to profiteer in this time of difficulty. His point basically is that word getting to him suggests that most of the traders are taking the opportunity to increase prices of their goods beyond reasonable levels. We are here at the Mamobi market to find out from the market women and traders here really what the situation is, whether or not they have been attempting or trying to profit from the current economic challenges.
First, no, ani buanyeji no. Me to galona, me tibi nyamfa so kakra bi. But see an oma ye 10 million. 10 million ube chinsa, ube nye bi 9.5. Ube nye bi su 9. One nye bi kra ada from kra no, aye 8.5. Ana 8.8. Nti sa no we transportation, any bottle na water, any rubber, any nyama na odi begum, we yin every man. Let us say, for super baby and this
Say dollar na cost unity. Nipa no wan fan tu swa. Okoto fufura. Ya tu mama no. Wan wade no. Wan fan tu so okoto fufura ya tu mama no. Into be den. This okopeska ni bi. Na se okopo wo ko pe busia no kra po ye ma. Se sika ni krom a wo akopo busia wo di be tu ma atonya ma no. Into so onkika no na yanti nyama no suma na nyama no boy dido
to omo a wo mo jetire no omo wo no ma kese no omo na aholo agudam a wo mo haye pa yesa skafo no a na ekuye no
Nti den na unya ya den na nka ban ne be ye
nka me de minya ya nka ban no kura nka won tia sojafuo ngum na nka wo nuoma no ne boarding bia nka ye nton ma hiafo ne enso ye ntobi ye ni ye bere
na so omo nso no omo se omo ton aboarding.
The
president in his address entreated Ghanaians to bear with the government as efforts are underway to secure an IMF bailout to restore fiscal stability. The president assured that engagements are at an advanced stage and clarified that there will be no haircut to government bonds, a point economist at the University of Ghana, Dr. Akufo-Addo, has commended.
The government wants to bring the debt to GDP ratio to 55%. In the medium term. Key amounts the debt restructuring is a haircut, and he has emphatically stated that there's not going to be any haircut. And I think that those who were prophesying haircut are ashamed now, because they have done more harm to this economy than good, because they fueled the speculative demand for the dollar.
The president further revealed that government will continue its 30% cut of discretionary expenditure and salaries of government appointees, including the president and the vice president. Deputy ranking member of the Finance Committee of Parliament, Isaac Adongo, says he's not impressed by the speech.
And what you then see is that those monies that the Bank of Ghana has thrown into the economy are the monies that are chasing the dollar everywhere. And once there's so much Citi chasing the dollar has to run faster in order to save itself. And that is where we are now. So the central bank itself is complicit in creating the mess that we are in by throwing the dogs into the system to chase the dollar.
Meanwhile, Information Minister Kojo Nkrumah is urging Ghanaians to exercise patience and await the specific plans to be laid by government in the 2023 budget statement.
The debt sustainability strategy is yet to be announced in full. Therefore, what will the form of the restructuring take? I think we should give them time to come out and announce the full details of the debt sustainability strategy. When they are done with the rest of the strategy and then they come out and do a full announcement, we will have clarity on the form that the debt restructuring will take.
Following the address by President Akufo-Addo, a number of players within the economy are waiting for Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta to present the 2023 budget statement, which is expected to include inputs from the ongoing negotiations with the International Monetary Fund. The hope is that these inputs will be concrete enough to address the current economic challenges. Reporting for Citi News, Hansen Ajeman.